So after women's singles, let's turn our attention to men's singles, and what a mouth-watering prospect this is. Lee Chongwei, the world number one, up against the reigning world champion Chen Jin of China. Lee Chongwei, of course, the number one seed from Malaysia. Chen Jin, as defending champion, only seeded 6 from China. Well, this is a matchup that so many people here in Wembley Arena have been looking forward to. Datuk Lee Chongwei, 28 years of age, born in Penang. He is the world number one. He's been the world number one since September 2008. And look at that win-loss record for the year. That is absolutely extraordinary. 42-1. He's reached every final from every tournament played this year. And that really is extraordinary. Only time he lost was in the final of the Korean Open. Well, when you look at his form throughout the tournament so far, his longest match, as you can see, was in the first round against Samson Boonsak, the left-hander from Thailand. Apart from that, well, all of his other matches in under 30 minutes, and that includes that third round encounter against the number 9 seed Park Sun-wang of Korea, who a year ago was the bronze medalist. 21-10, 21-5 in 28 minutes. That was absolutely extraordinary. Really sent a signal to all of his opponents that he's in great form. So to the defending champion, silver medalist incidentally, 2 years ago as well, so a gold and a silver. He's guaranteed at least a bronze. And he was, of course, a bronze medalist at the Olympic Games in Beijing. Well, by his own high standards, just 2 finals this year for his win-loss record, which is still very healthy. But he won the Singapore, didn't have to contest the final. He was given a walkover by his teammate Lin Dan, reached the final in Germany as well. And as you can see, all of his matches in two straight games, apart from that, a third round against AJ Jayaram of India. But the interesting thing to me is that he's not had to play against a seeded opponent so far. But you look at those last 3 matches, and especially against Jayaram and against Vittinghus, very long encounters indeed. So when you compare the amount of time that these 2 players have been on court, well, you have to favour Lee Chongwei, fresh and looking very sharp indeed. So Eva Kessel of Switzerland is our umpire. Jakob Sindberg from Denmark, our service judge. So as far as the world number one is concerned, Lee Chongwei, this is his 5th consecutive world championship where he's been seeded in the top 2. 4th time he's been the number 1 seed, but the previous 3 times he was number 1 seed, he lost in the quarter-final stage. So it's quite remarkable that given his seeding in previous world championships, this is the only 2nd time he's been in the semi-final. Of course, he was a bronze medalist in 2005 in Anaheim. Well, this man knows what it's like to win gold. A year ago in Paris, defeated Taufik Hidayat of Indonesia in that final.
On my right, Chen Jin, China. And on my left, Lee Chongwei, Malaysia. Lee Chongwei to serve. Level. Play.
It's drifted wide, the tense meeting between these 2 players. Previous night, Lee Chong Wei's won 7 of them, including the last 3. But this is the first meeting this year.
Yep.
And Morton, given the fact that Lee Chong Wei has been in such startling form throughout the tournament, and the fact that Chen Jin, in contrast, has really had to work very, very hard in his last 3 matches. Do you favour the Malaysian?
Definitely. Chong Wei is definitely favourite to win. No doubt about it.
There's been an awful lot of criticism in the Malaysian media about his failure in major championships. The Olympic Games, he was only silver medalist. The Asian Games last year, only silver medalist.
Asking a lot.
Yeah, his supposed failure in World Championships, not getting through to his seeded position.
But I think he's the one that's he's been growing. I think the last 12 months when growing, it's I think mentally growing, and I think he shows fantastic form. And to me, I've said it on a number of occasions, he's the best. And for me, I think he should win this one. And I also think he's my favourite to win the Olympics in London next year.
What a beautiful net shot. Well, that is absolutely fascinating, Morton, because the debate in World Badminton, everybody talks about the great Lin Dan, Olympic champion. He's been 3 times world champion, and everybody has always had this question mark about Lee Chong Wei because he hasn't won either of those big 2 titles. And for you to categorically state that you believe he's the best player, I find very interesting indeed.
Yeah, but I might be wrong. But that's how I feel, and I think that Lin Dan, not taking anything away from him, he's a fantastic player and has done so well for himself, the country, and so on. But I think he slowed down a little bit, and the age is creeping in, and maybe desire. You know, he's done a lot, and Chong Wei has still got a few things to achieve.
Yeah, I wonder how much the influence of coaching is on those 2 scenarios. We'll come back to that in a minute. No, that's great.
Just going out. That's how we're going to see the match. The aggressor will always be Chong Wei, and Chen Jin will be the one that's trying to get as much back as possible.
Yeah, he's very much a player, Chen Jin, who reacts to his opponents. He's a very good athlete, very fit, and in a way, more of a runner rather than a skill player.
Yes, he's pushing a lot to the baseline, a lot away, depending on a solid defense. And obviously Chong Wei have to watch out not playing too slow, because what makes Chong Wei better than Chen Jin, I think, is the fact that he can play so much faster, and it's important for Chong Wei to keep up the pressure, keep the pace up, still work and work and work and work, and make Chen Jin suffer.
Service over. 4-all.
And it comes again back to what we discussed in so many other matches, and especially in the mixed doubles yesterday. You know, dare to win. That's excellent.
Yes. Pace of movement, pace of shots.
Yeah. That's what he's got, and he's got to use it. If he starts being too careful, playing too slow, he's getting in trouble, because then Chen Jin is going to bite his heel.
There's the Malaysian coaches.
Again, the pace.
Steve Subok and Rashid Sadek, the two Malaysian coaches.
6-4.
Very aggressive, isn't it? Doesn't let up when he gets forward to the net like that. But it's interesting because, of course, Lee Chong-wei has recently split from his long-term coach, Misbah Sadek, who was very much his mentor as well as his coach. Oh, brilliant. But to be a little controversial here, I think Lee Chong-wei has grown in confidence. You've already been talking about that, but I think he's got the confidence now to be more aggressive in his matches. In other words, take the initiative more, and I think that has come about possibly because of the change in coaching.
Could be. Bok is actually a very good coach as well. I possibly haven't seen anyone in the whole world as good as him when it comes to multi-feeding. I have never seen anything like it. He can punch it anywhere he wants in a speed you have never seen before. And obviously picking Rashid Sadek, the brother of Misbah, is obviously, as you say, a little bit controversial. And maybe that's, you know, new winds blowing.
Oh, look at that reaction. Lee Chong-wei walked back to the base position there. That's so much time. Well, that is a great rally.
Yeah.
6-7.
Very good smash by Chen Jin, ending the rally. That one there,
Yeah,
right
fine.
on the line.
Beautiful. Inch perfect.
Yeah.
Service fault.
Oh, just got that looked high. Even
Yeah.
from up here, it looked high.
Yeah. Well, service judge, Jakob Simberg of Denmark.
8-6.
Struck above the waist. Oh, yes, good spot.
Now he's got to attack. He's got plenty of energy. See, then he's giving it away there. He had the chance. He played a beautiful cross-net shot. He got the lift. He's got to take the advantage there.
Yes, of course, I know, Morten, that you've worked with Lee Chong-wei in the past. In fact, you were one of the coaches that spotted the talent when he was a young lad in Penang.
Yes, we got him into the academy in Kuala Lumpur. I was watching him playing some junior tournaments, and I picked him to go into the academy, and pretty pleased that I did so. He's turned out to be a fantastic player.
I think he probably thinks it was a good decision too.
I hope so.
Missed it. Just wide.
But that's okay by Chong-wei. You know, he's attacking. He's giving the initiative away on that lift. But look at the lift. It's a fast lift, and Chen Jin is slightly out of balance and obviously missing the smash. He's got to add the pressure.
Well, once again, Lee Chong-wei's movement back in court. So fast, so smooth. And by the time he's hit that smash, he's already moving back towards the centre of the court.
He's quick. He is possibly the quickest in the game.
Thank you. 10-7.
Out.
Missed it. How did Lee Chong-wei recover from that? Brilliant. sure coach Tae-Soo Bok will be pretty happy with that. 9 minutes and a 4-point advantage. Do you see this as the ideal start for Chong Wei?
Absolutely, but he's got to keep the pressure on. You know, he cannot relax. He's got to keep the pressure on the whole time.
20 seconds.
Don't give too much away, otherwise Chen Jin, as I say, he will be biting his heel the whole time. He's a very good player, and he's as stubborn as I've never seen anything, Chen Jin. He's a good fighter.
Well, he still looks very relaxed, does Lee Chong Wei.
7. Play.
Oh, that is well left.
8-11.
Well left.
This is a great rally. Oh, lovely block. Yeah, really worked his opponent so well, did Lee Chong Wei. Played into the forehand, then the backhand, forehand again.
But the good thing here is that Chong Wei is having his favorite attacking shot cross-court from that position, but chose to go straight. Good variation.
Finds the line. Well, Chen Jin doesn't like the call, and Lee Chong Wei just indicates to his opponent to keep quiet. A little finger to the lips there, as if to say, don't try to influence the line judges, I know what you're doing.
I think the line judge is actually correct. I think it's in.
Yeah, that found the line. Yeah, just pointing to his opponent there. Yeah, quite clear the message there.
13-8.
5-point advantage. That's super, isn't it? The thing is with Lee Chong Wei, when he goes back in court like that, he's in such good position. He's taking the shuttle in front of himself. Elevated jump, he could have smashed straight down the line. His opponents, yeah, they just don't know what to expect. You can't read it.
No. And the good thing for Chong Wei now is that Chen Jin have to, you know, find the answer. So maybe he is starting taking chances, and you know, it can go either way. Either it's going to go really, really bad, or he's going to catch up. But you know, Chen Jin have to look for answers now.
Yeah, I do think that, you know, when you look at these two players' records over the last 12 months, Chen Jin, prior to getting a walkover in the final of the Singapore his previous tournament victory was the World Championships last year. And you look at Lee Chong-wei in the interim period, you know, and every tournament he's played, he's there. He's in the final. You get in the winning habit, don't you? You get such confidence from that.
Yes, and you, wrong to say, you feel it cannot go wrong, but you get that kind of feeling that whatever happens, it's going to be okay.
Yeah. Superb.
Yeah, very sharp shot. But again, Chen Jin can't be happy with his shot. It was a bit too loose and it was punished straight away. That one is a bit too, look at that, that's too high.
Yeah.
That's a bad shot. Got away with it. It's lucky.
Once again, Chong-wei just walking back to his base position. Yeah, what a superb rally.
But what did the trick was the so-called attack on that defense. Chong-wei was doing the last one where he was really going up very high, retrieving the smash. We didn't get it here, but he went really forward into it rather than, you know, waiting for it to come.
How is it that Lee Chong-wei, you know, obviously I know he's quick, but, you know, during that rally I made comment about the fact that he was literally walking back to base. How is it that he can create so much time like that?
He's got a fantastic spring in his legs, but what he's good at is he's good at hitting shots and moving at the same time. A lot of players hit the shot, hesitate a little bit, and then they move. He hits the shot and move at the same time, and that's what Lin Dan is doing as well, really well.
Yeah, variation once again. The body smash. Oh, he's really shown us a full repertoire of his winning shots.
17-10.
It's again a good smash, well directed to the forehand side of the body. Favorite place to hit.
Great defence. Goodness me. Now, with most players, shuttle's gone past you on defence. Most players would have blocked it back straight.
Yeah, but he could get across, and that's again one of the assets. Look at that. It's played cross court from behind his body.
Phenomenal. Way past his body.
Yeah, that's well played. Can't really fault it.
Yeah.
Again, the body smash. But that's what I say. He's got to be looking for that the whole time. Add on the pressure. And he's doing it so well.
10.
2 points away from this opening game. Never show much emotion, either of the Malaysian coaches.
Service over.
I think they might just, if he was to get through this semi-final and then win tomorrow.
Yeah, we might see a different thing, a different reaction.
No. Oh, no, no.
That's a fault, but
It's
never
a
mind.
fault from Chen Jin.
But never mind.
Well, that was just incredible.
Service over.
Yeah.
How many net cords? One?
Game point.
It's
Two.
like that. But that's not coming over, but he hit the net.
Yeah.
That's not coming over.
So game points.
That's nice. That's really nice. Good play, Chen Jin. That's what he's got to do now. He's got to mix it up. He's got to have more explosions into his game. He's got to try to score some winners, even though obviously it's very difficult. But he had to put the pressure on. He's got to do it.
Good return.
That would have been a winner. That was so sharp.
13-20.
That's it. Third time of asking, and Lee Chong-wei converts. Well, seemed to be on cruise control in that opening game. Just 21 minutes, and the scoreline of 21-13. Charles Ranger, world champion. There he is on the left. Won the World Championships in Birmingham in 2003, beating a Malaysian in the final, Wong Chin Han. Yes, perspiring heavily, but doesn't look out of breath.
Not at all. He's a fit man. Does look very, very relaxed, I have to say. Well, the coaching staff on both sides of the net spending all of the allotted time speaking to their players. And Morten, I know you and Richard were discussing coaches' involvement in the previous match in the women's singles, you know, and it is very much a feature of badminton nowadays. Of course, we get to show our age here, but dating back to our day, we didn't have coaches involved in the same way. We didn't have the mid-game intervals. And I just wonder, you know, it does seem that the coaches are having more of an influence, and it's certainly positive in some aspects. Lee Chong-wei has grown in confidence. There was talk about his frailty mentally on the big occasion previously. There's no sign of it here this year, but I have to say I do think that individual sport is supposed to be the test of the individual, not the test of the coach. And I can understand coaches' involvement in team sports, but, you know, in between games in badminton, yeah, I can accept that. But midway through, I'm not convinced. But not when you say midway through, it's also after every single rally, because they can go in and talk to the players between rallies as well. Yeah. And as I say, a complete new line of work has been created, and I possibly don't think it's for the best of the game either.
No. Okay, that's good. Charles Ranger.
That's a mistake by Chong-wei. He's playing such a nice net shot. He must cover the net, stay in. Chen Jin is not allowed to get away with that one.
No. It's almost as if Lee Chong-wei is so relaxed after the way he played in that opening game, and he hasn't quite come out with the same intensity, has he, in the start of the second?
No. He's got to watch out. bothering the net here. Cross court, yes. That's what he should have done on the previous one as well.
Just seems more passive at the start of this second game.
Thank you. Then I don't have to say it. Thank you. It's been my point all the way through the match. It's so important for Chong Wei. As you know, I'm not doubting his ability. I just think that, use it, please. He's too passive now. Not that he's got to play outright winners, but he's got to add on the pressure. Pace.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to say that 4 years ago or something, I was highly critical of Lee Chong Wei. I got very frustrated when I watched him play because far too often he was too passive and just reacting to whatever his opponent was doing. And I think since then he's developed his game, he's got a new dimension to his game, he's got even faster, and he does have this ability to suddenly inject pace of movement as well as pace of shot. But you're right, he doesn't use it all the time, and I don't know whether it's sometimes when he gets nervous that he doesn't trust himself to go out and win it.
Yeah, or he might think it's enough, and it's not.
Yeah.
Good play by Chen Jian. It's going out.
Yeah. That's just wide.
It's a good shot by Chen Jian. Really nice shot. It's very close.
Oh, how did he get that back?
That's in.
Yeah.
Way in.
Service over. 6-3.
This defensive shot, though.
Good play by Chen Jian. He's also getting it early at the net, even though he's hanging way out on the backhand side. He's getting back into it and get it high at the net. That's a good effort. Out. Yeah.
Yeah, a little shake of the head there from Lee Chong Wei. Yeah, good judgment. What a difference, though, in that rally with Lee Chong Wei when he came forward to the net.
Thank you.
Big effort to stretch forward, take it early.
Yes.
And what a difference it makes on the rally. Oh, my goodness, that was closer than I thought.
Yeah, it was really close. That's
Oh, it's come back in.
5-7.
Well, that just demonstrates the sideways drift.
It was looking very much out all the way, and then suddenly it's coming in.
That's a great smash, isn't it?
Yes, in the first set, he got quite a few points on that one as well.
6-7.
It's a shot that we see an awful lot in doubles, and I'm a great believer that it's not used often enough in singles. I think everybody concentrates on
the
going,
lines, yes.
on going down the lines. It can be so effective.
Oh, there we go. Good follow-up. But not only that, but the shot, the cross-court shot at the net, that one's coming up now. That is brilliant. Look at that, look at that. It is so sharp. And just for Chen Jin to get the racket to it, I think is amazing. Good speed.
It's an understatement. It's incredible.
7-all.
还是一样啊，还是一样，没问题。
Yeah, that's your point. Coaches can shout out instructions in between rallies. Back level, 7-all.
Good play by Chen Jin.
That's his favourite.
That's the favourite. The favourite of all favourites.
Well, it's a run of 5 straight points now. Just puts enough angle on it to get past the outstretched arm of Chen Jin. And Lee Chong-wei just eases back into the lead. Yeah, took a bit of pace off that smash, Chen Jin.
Stayed in balance, rather.
8-all.
Good play by Chen Jin. That's a good move by Chen Jin. But it was too tight. Get up, get up, get up. Yes, come on.
Phenomenal.
But that's now he's got to think differently. He's got to try to outmaneuver Chong-wei on that one, not just play back, because this is what will happen. He should have driven it more flat or played it into the net, done something completely different. So as he's been on the floor running to the next shot, he's got to be thinking, okay, what am I going to do now? But he played just instinct.
Turning up the intensity now, Lee Chong-wei.
That's it, that's beauty.
Incredible. Left Chen Jin absolutely stranded. When he came in like that on the previous one, he went cross court.
Yes, that's variation, talking about it.
Yeah, super play. 3-point advantage at the mid-game interval. He had a 4-point in the opening game. But he's really prepared well, hasn't he? I mean, he's played not too many tournaments in the build-up to this, and of course the Malaysian team went to Bath University, a little training camp prior to coming to Wembley, and you know, it's his whole preparation seems to have taken it to a different level.
Yeah, it's good. He's definitely playing well. Did not help the men's doubles though.
No.
If I may say so.
No, that was very disappointing.
Yes.
Koo Kian Kiat and Tan Boon Hyung.
It's not the way. It's not that they lost. It's the way they lost. I think there was not enough fire.
Yeah. Lost out to Go Sun Hyung and Yu Young Sung. Good net shot.
Still a good lift. So now Chong Wei has been very successful with his favorite smash, the cross-court smash from here. But I think in the next few rallies, given the chance and opportunity, he will opt for other things. He would not go and do the same again.
12-8.
Well, Chen Jin needs to find something special and needs to find it fairly quickly.
Yeah, but I think he's actually trying here. Respect. I think he's trying. He's going into some flat exchanges to see how that's working out. It's not working out, but he's trying. I think, you know.
Yeah, trying to do something different.
Demands respect.
Yeah. He's not back to the same sort of form as we saw in Paris a year ago at the World Championships, but when you consider that Chen Jin didn't even make the Chinese squad for the Sudirman Cup in Qingdao earlier this year.
Yeah, he was there with the drums.
Yes. Sudirman Cup, of course, the World Team Championships.
Middle.
Yeah. Well, Lee Chong Wei has just won 12 of the last 13 points.
Oh, I was wrong. But
he looks as if he's toying with him now. You know, I was getting, you know, a little bit nervous in a way for Malaysian fans, because at the start of this second game I thought, you know, he's gone a little bit nervous, he's gone a little bit passive, and then suddenly, well, it's now 13 of 14 points has gone the Malaysians' way. He's just turned it on.
Yeah. And that's what I know he can do, and that's why I get upset when he's not doing it, because I know he can do it.
17-8.
You're not supposed to be able to win 14 or 15 points against a reigning world champion.
No, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's good shots.
Yeah.
Good variation by Chen Jin. Going for the body.
Well, it was a run in total of 9 straight points. Comes to an end with a good smash from Chen Jin.
Nine, 17.
Jen should have played that net shot. He was up there so early. But obviously, this is sort of going back to routine shots. Normally, he would always lift that. But again, he's got to find answers, play the net, see if he can get the winners. And play the net.
It's going wide.
Yeah.
Well, now the Malaysian with a 10-point advantage and just 2 points away from an appearance in his first ever World Championship final.
Oh, what a miss.
Match point 9.
11 opportunities to make the final. It's wide. He only needed the one opportunity. And quite frankly, the world #1, Lee Chong-wei of Malaysia, was a class above the defending champion in today's semi-final. 21-13, 21-9 in just 43 minutes of play. A real demonstration of his capabilities. When he needed to, he just turned it on and produced the goods. Well, Morten Frost said he was in good form. He's proved that today. Yet another final for Lee Chong-wei of Malaysia. His 8th final in 8 tournaments played this year.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the officials onto the court for the next match. Led by our umpire from Australia's Citizen Centre, and service Richard Rosowski.
Well, Lee Chong-wei will be very happy with that indeed. And so he should be. That was a performance to savour.
Tomorrow. Would you not do one today, please? Quick word, tomorrow. One word. 2 words. Tomorrow, please. Just be chill. Tomorrow. Yeah. No, it's okay. Tomorrow.
Well, that means that Lee Chong-wei, as he leaves centre stage, has booked his place in the final. The #1 seed, still on course to win Malaysia's first ever gold medal at World Championships.